Passing Energy with your host, Priest. With your host, Priest. When this smoke starts, y'all can that's it. Priest. But that's it. Prepare to be enlightened and entertained. But that's it. Hey guys, Priest here, and welcome to another episode of Passing Energy. So, I'm here to talk about this Kieth Lee's latest stop, a local restaurant in Canada that is representing Bahamian cuisine.
The food in this bag is Bohemian food. It's food from the Bahamas, and it's my first time ever trying it. I got it, let's try it, and rate it 1 through 10. We spent $80. This food is from a place called Old Nassau here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We came specifically because I saw this video.
Hi Kieth Lee, this is Kay, and this is my daughter Kenzie, and we're inviting you to come to our restaurant, Old Nassau. We are on Weston Road, 2047 Weston Road. We are in a small community. Our food is amazing, very underrated. We just think you should come and try some Bahamian food.
My family said the customer service was really good. They said the ladies at the front was very patient and they explained the menu to them. While I was waiting out here, it's some girls who came out with full bags, and I could tell they got food from there. So I asked them, is this place good? They said they drive an hour and a half from Niagara Falls just to get here, and they from the Bahamas. I mean, if that ain't testimony, I don't know what is. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we gonna try it and rate it 1 through 10.
So Kieth Lee visited this restaurant called Old Nassau. He visited after the owner, Kay, put out a video with her and her daughter urging him to try out Bahamian dishes. And he gave his review, like what he usually do. I like the review, it was very positive. It was not really much negative things he had to say. He gave a high review. I think it was the fish.
And last but not least, fried snapper. We're gonna start with the red snapper. This look crazy. They fried this whole thing. I love whole fried fish though. It's big treat. Ooh, big treat. Ooh, big treat. Ooh.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Trying to get away.
That's how you know a fish is tender. I couldn't even hold it. Let's see. I'm about to just go straight into his side. Bones. A lot of bones, but that is seasoned to perfection, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah. It's like herbs and lemon.
Boy,
It's not salty at all.
you can't season that no better, if you ask me. For sure, you're right on. Absolutely.
So what she said was the island special with how they usually eat it culturally is with the pancakes versus rice and peas.
Let me see. Just take the pancake, fish on top of the pancake. This pancake is savory, it's thick, it's dense.
Oh, so that's probably why it goes well with
It's
the fish.
buttery. We
Hi.
up here, like this is guava.
That's the guava. The guava is it's like almost like a butter.
A guava butter that came with it. This is what I said earlier about me trying a bunch of unique food I've never tried before since I've been in Toronto. I ain't never had nothing like this. It don't taste like nothing I've ever had before. I wait 2 hours for this. 9.6 out of 10. From the fish to the pancake to the butter to the rice. Fantastic.
Only so much you can do with the fish. You put your pepper, your lime, and then your scallop, onions, and you call it a day. Well, ain't much you could do wrong with that. Now, I don't like how he talked about the macaroni.
Mac and cheese is a different kind of noodle. It's a long noodle. That's not for me. This is more of a macaroni pie. I like mac and cheese. I like my mac and cheese to be creamy. But I can see how people like that. That's just not for me. 3 out of 10.
Now, come on, say you don't like pie. Teachers on. My feeling towards American macaroni.
Let's make something out of nothing. Today we got the best side dish ever, aka baked mac and cheese. I like a little hot sauce on mine. I promise if you follow this recipe, you'll be bringing the mac to every family gathering.
Their baked macaroni don't taste good. It's be like, it's too creamy. So it's literally the opposite, but it's just really a culture difference, what they're used to and what we're used to, because I don't like their macaroni at all. So it's fair what he said for his taste. I'm happy that she got this opportunity. I'm glad that he took her up on it. It's great to see Bahamians striving. I keep saying this over and over again on my TikTok or whatever hell I jab my mud on, is that I like seeing Bahamians branching off and making a name for themselves. And through social media, Bahamians are getting better opportunities than our island could give to us. I'm sorry, the Bahamas is very limited. It's very limited to where young, talented people who have dreams, aspiration. The country is very limited. It's very beautiful, but it's limited. It's not because of the possibility. is that our leaders, their vision is not grandiose. It's very small-minded. I'm happy that I'm seeing Bahamians over the pond making a buy.
This season, we all gonna get to the bag.
Creating generational wealth without the struggle of what we deal with in the main country. And it's so sad that we keep having to venture off to different countries like US or Canada just to have a better life. I'm tired of it. And I'm happy for this woman. She's creating generational wealth for her children. Going by the clips I'm seeing, her restaurant is doing very well.
This is gonna be crazy.
Minutes from opening for lunch and the online orders are already pouring in.
Hey guys, let's do a little quick prayer. Dear God, we just want to thank you for this day, that the influx would not make us frustrated.
Kelandra Edgecombe asking for help from the heavens after appealing to someone else on TikTok.
Kenzie, tell him your mommy makes the best food.
My mom makes the best food.
That video posted Saturday directed at Kieth Lee, an American MMA fighter.
These look amazing. Boy.
And one of TikTok's most influential food critics.
That's good service.
His reviews rack up millions of hits and drive hundreds to the small independent restaurants he visits.
This is a 9.8 out of 10.
And he's just eaten his way through Toronto.
For sure, you're right on. God damn.
Dropping review.
That waffle is soft and buttery.
After review.
That's unique. Yeah, that's good. That's real good.
After review.
Yeah, it tastes like a banana loaf.
After review.
With the cheese sauce. It's like an 8.5 out of 10.
He posts.
It's very tender. 8.4 out of 10.
His followers flock.
Ever since he came by, the wait time is double. If not an hour and a half, then 2 hours.
We've been officially Kieth Lee. They're ordering everything Kieth Lee ordered.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yes.
Lee saw Edgecombe's video and dropped by the same day.
I was at the cashier and I looked and I saw Kieth Lee and I started freaking out. I was like, no way, that's not Kieth Lee. And he came to the cashier and he was like, the food was amazing.
Have you been here before?
No, never.
No, so you came just because of Kieth Lee?
Just because of Kieth Lee.
Daniel Abraham loves what Lee has done for his city.
With inflation, with how hard it is to keep a business, and after COVID, what happened, it's important for us to support these businesses.
For Edgecombe, it's an answer to her prayers.
But I've just been praying and asking God, like, please just do something for me that I could stay open, because it's been hard, right? And I feel like a push like this is gonna help us to stay open for a long time.
And possibly, maybe even expand her restaurant. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Toronto.
And I'm sure with the Kieth Lee stamp of approval, she's going to go even further, in my opinion. So I'm just happy to see that he stopped by, he enjoyed the food.
Yeah, just the cracked chicken. As you can see, I took a bite out of bread because I got a bone from the fish stuck in my throat. So I was trying to use the bread to push it down. Just the cracked chicken. I have no idea what this is. I think it's just fried chicken with like a bunch of different sauces and some
mayo, ketchup, and onion.
And onions, okay. I'm about to say I see onions. If they ain't gonna do nothing else, they gonna season something. Come on top of French fries. Ooh, it's like sour and acidic. This chicken is crispy. The mayo and the ketchup don't do much for me. The only downside to me is that it's pretty inconsistent. Like some of it is just all bread and it's just like fried bread, and then some of it are like little chicken pieces. We thought this was a chicken strip. This is a whole chicken wing. Now, if I would have just bitten this thinking it was a chicken strip, I would have broke my tooth. It is seasoned well, but in my opinion, this is a 7 out of 10. This is a pork chop. Now, I'm personally not a huge fan of pork. The only pork I really eat is bacon and pepperonis, but this is pretty good in my opinion. It's seasoned well, it's steamed. I've never had steamed pork chop before. I thought it was fried. I thought it was a crust on here, but apparently it's the gravy. With that being said, this is a 7.9 out of 10. It's a tamarind switcher. You can see I'd already dipped into it. It's almost like a lemonade. I would have thought it was like some kind of lemonade if you didn't tell me what it was. Overall, if this place not out the door, I don't know why. I couldn't tell you the reason. But in my opinion, this should be out the door. This is the best food we had since we've been here. And I'm just appreciative that they invited.
I wish she would try more Bahamian dishes, but only so much she can eat. You know, only so much she can eat. But they did a great job. And you know, you have to put yourself out there. Sometimes you see yourself, and like let me put myself in the frying pan, no pun intended, that you have to put yourself out there. And don't be scared for someone to ignore you or say no, because you never know. It is yes or no. And that's the simplest thing someone might say to you, but you never know. And some people be like, oh, I wouldn't do it. He ain't gonna see you. The naysayers, and I'm not sure she have any naysayers. There's no how people are could be. You never know if you don't put yourself out there, you mind people. Because people can really limit it themselves. You worrying what other people think. You have a vision, you have a destiny. Do it, grind, get it. Don't matter what other people might think. Do what you gotta do. This woman moved from the country. She's a chef. She said, you know what? Let me set up a shop in Canada with my child and build a restaurant. She's now getting a famous person like Kieth Lee, who is a celebrity, to rate her restaurant, and he gave a high rating. That's a blessing. You know, when I saw the news clip of them covering that moment, I ain't glad when they started to do the little prayer circle, I said, boy, they're so staged. I'm sorry, they pray for truth. Excuse me for being me. But when I saw that praise, I said, oh God, I said, yeah, play it off for the camera. Like, y'all do no doggone prayer circle. But if y'all do, excuse me, I could be a little messed up when I'm ready. And this is one of those moments. The fool in me say, please. But if y'all do have a prayer circle, that's great. But anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think down below about this situation. Like I said, I think he gave a very fair review. It was very open-minded. He really enjoyed himself. So you need to come over in the Bahamas. If you think that's good, come over to the mainland and try out our food. Try our fish fry and whatnot, you know? So anyway, guys, remember to subscribe to the YouTube, like, and share the podcast with your friends. And let me know what y'all think. Until next time, peace.